Hi, and welcome to the Dream Girl Trucking channel. I am Antoinette, and I guess I'm the Dream Girl, and it's not because of my looks, it's because I've always got some dream that I'm working on, okay? So my latest one is I want a trike. I want a Honda Goldwing trike. Don't even say Harley. Do not speak Harley to me. Harley has gone woke, and they are financing parades where adults dress or undressed in front of children. And once again, I cannot find the camera, and it really bugs me to be looking off into the wild blue yonder. So you would think I would get my act together before I did this, but there's the camera right there. How do I look now? I can't see because I'm looking at that little bitty camera. Anyway, yeah, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff, and you guys should check it out. But I like to vote with my money, and that's what today's video is about. But let me get back to the Dream Girl stuff, because you know, it's for anybody who has a dream or is working on a dream or is living their dream. I think it's important to have goals in life, and so I hope that everybody does. So let's get started. Today's video is about trucking and politics, and I'm out here at the Iowa 80 in Walcott, and I got a front row seat, and I got this cool thing for my air horn, and I got one of those steering wheel turning thingies, but I got to get some man to tighten it up for me because I can't get it tight enough. So anyway, I want to talk about trucking and politics. It's just so important. We've all got to vote. There's an election coming up, and most of the time when we talk on the CB radio about politics, there's a fight. And I find it hard to believe that there are actually people who are thinking about voting for a party that wants to raise taxes, because that's the thing about, you know, all these trucks that got you know, the trucking industry was booming. We were getting $5-6 a mile. I don't know, $7, who knows. I wasn't really out here for most of it. But during COVID, people couldn't go to the movies. They couldn't go out to eat. You know, they couldn't go bowling or play putt-putt. So they stayed home. They ordered things off the internet. And so manufacturers started ordering the stuff to make things and then shipping it, and you know, we just had an unbelievable boom, and we don't have that anymore. So it's like the mother trucker said, thousands of us have to lose our jobs so that we can get back to where we're supposed to be. So, you know, it's bad enough already without raising taxes so that people have less money to spend. Our jobs depend on people being able to spend money. So, and it's important, though, that there are two parties, because if there weren't two parties, I'm telling you, you know, both parties would just take off in one direction and never look back. So it's very important the parties balance each other out. And what they've managed to do is to separate us, and half of us are ruled by hate. I'm sorry to say that, but half of us are ruled by hate, and that's all that they care about is who they hate, and they don't even care about the economy. I want everybody to vote on policy, not on popularity. We've got to bring back our economy, because people are just not able to live. They're not able to pay their bills. They're not able to buy food and you know, vehicles and, you know, things that we need. There's a story right now about all the people in Dallas, some high percentage, it's ridiculous, of people who can't pay their water bills. They can't afford the basics. Water. Can you believe it? Water. They can't afford it. So, you know, something has to be done. And if all you want to do is just vote against somebody and not actually for anything, you know, I don't know what to say to people like that. I want everybody to do their homework, Find out what the other side is saying. Don't just say, oh, that's not true. I had this one friend. Well, I guess she was a friend of me. Anyway, I had met her. I worked with her. And, she's a pretty nice girl and everything. But, anything I'd say, I'm like, did you not see so-and-so say this? And, oh, well, you saw that on YouTube, and nothing on YouTube is true. And so she would get all of her news from an app, and I would read what she was reading. It was nothing but a bunch of trigger words strung together in sentences. And I'm like, doesn't it bother you that you're reading all this stuff that's obviously just supposed to make you angry? She never did answer. So, and that's another thing, if you're going to vote one way or the other, it doesn't really matter as long as you vote and you vote for policy. But let me tell you something. If you can't explain your position on why you think this or that is important, then you really should not be voting. You shouldn't be. It's better to not vote at all than cast an ignorant vote, because trucking is depending on us and how we vote. Our votes do matter. A lot of people think that our votes don't matter. Well, what would happen if half of us didn't vote? Even though we have the Electoral College, people don't realize, because this word democracy is thrown around, and we're not a democracy. We're not. Democracy means that whoever has the most votes wins, which is mob rule. That's what democracy is, mob rule. That's why we have the Electoral College, and that's why we have these delegates. And it's not like one state has one or two delegates. It just depends on how many people they have, and how many districts and all this other stuff. Our forefathers, our founding fathers, of our country, they put a lot of thought into trying to make everything fair, so that even the few in this country have a voice. It is not mob rule. It is not democracy. It is to the republic for which it stands. By the way, one nation under God. Sorry if you don't like it, but it's one nation under God. So, and that's because we want to do the right thing. So many of our laws come out of the book of Leviticus. If you haven't ever read it, you should sit down and read it. It's old history, and nobody's trying to brainwash you or anything like that, but you read through there and you're like, that's where we got that idea. So just get yourself educated. Get yourself educated, because the way that things are going, it's not good. They're wanting to replace us all with robots. And I know this sounds conspiracy, like stuff on conspiracy, but in Japan they already have robots that look like people and are doing jobs over there. So, it's actually happening, and we know that robots want robotic drivers for these trucks, because they don't gripe, they don't draw a paycheck, they don't need home time, so they are better than us. They are, but people matter. There are people, and people populate the earth, and that's personally the way I'd like to keep it. No country ever taxed its citizens into prosperity. That does not happen. The government does not have a product that it sells. It takes our money away. So, that's why policy matters. So, if you guys are still watching this, well, thank you very much for not tuning out. But it's just real important. And yes, I am trying to talk you into being active in voting, because there's an important election coming up, and we all know that one person just cackles and hee-haws and says the most stupid, embarrassing things, and it's important for other countries to respect us, because yes, we can get nuked, we can get bombed, people can come in here and take over our country. Yes, they can. We think that they can't because they never have, but we've been a bunch of really bad Billy Bobs over here, to put it one way, and and at this time we are still armed. Thank God for that. But we're not so tough now. The Taliban just had a parade, and in their parade they featured all of the military equipment that Joe Biden left over there, and Kamala Harris she's just so dumb. She's taking credit for that decision. I don't know who would do that. I would be like, I don't know. I was at lunch when they made that decision. It wasn't me, so we can't be doing that. We can't be doing, and on the other hand, we had Trump. Now look, I'm not telling you to vote for Trump. I'm just pointing out the difference in policy. So I don't know what country this was. Somebody can probably comment on it in the comments below. I think it was Iraq, and they were threatening us when Trump was in office. So he sent our team, I guess it was a SEAL team over there, and they assassinated their top general in the middle of the day in the public square, just like that. That was it. And they backed down, and they never messed with us again. And so we need somebody who's tough. You guys know this. You girls know this. Even us driving a truck, we have to be tough. And it's life. You don't have to be mean, but you do have to be tough. There's a difference. So, policy. That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. Policy. Check out policy. Do your homework. Find out the facts. And, vote for our jobs. Vote for us to keep our jobs. That's the most important thing, that we keep our jobs, because there's not a lot of it to go around. Gosh, I'm getting so tired of these glasses. But I'm not going to go on home time until the end of October, so I won't get my contacts until then. Anyway, sorry about the reefer sound. I know you guys don't like that reefer sound, but I've got one that has to run on continuous, and it's an old one. Our old trailers are so incredibly loud, and y'all are probably thinking, man, that's so loud. Yeah, think about me when I'm sleeping. Although I turn my tornado fan on, and I really don't hear anything. So I'll see if I can get some sleep. And any of you Bay and Bay drivers that are watching, I'm supposed to be in Egan on Monday. Violet is going to be with me, and she's nothing but trouble. She's nothing but trouble. She's on the bread run, okay? That ought to tell you something. So we're going to be hanging out, and hopefully they'll get my truck PM'd and get me out of there by noon. That'll be nice. So everybody drive safe and have fun, and dream a little dream for me. No, I'm not singing the song. Just saying. And I'm not singing the song not because I don't want to end another video with singing, but because that's the only line out of the song that I know. So and nobody's told me not to sing. I'm surprised. It's so funny when you guys get on there and make fun of me. Y'all crack me up. Anyway, okay, everybody, bye. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm not pushing the button.